What's up, beautiful souls? It's been a few days. So I figured I'd make a video. You know what? This is going to be my last video in Washington State. It's time to skedaddle. Time to take my next step on my path, right? And if you followed my journey, you know I started in Chicago, headed to California, got a slight detour, spent about a year. Yeah, I spent a year in Washington, and you know, the universe says it's time to go, but the ego's like, no, it's not, because where we're going is uncertain, and I'm fearful. There's a part of me that is fearful, which is normal, but we have to accept it. We have to accept that fear, and just know that that fear stems from some type of lack of confidence within yourself. Because if you were truly confident in every aspect of yourself, there would be nothing to fear, because you would overcome. And my spirit knows that deep within. Like, I know I'm great, and I know I'm here to share greatness. But I'm still healing as well. And there's still a fearful program running where I see all this support, I see the numbers, I see the people show up in my life, I see the help, I see the assistance, but there's still an aspect of me that wants to deny it. And I'm working on surrendering that. Like, that is like my next goal, is to surrender that, because there's no reason for it. Like, I know like within my soul that I am supported every step of the way, But this ego, this lower aspect of me, wants to fucking latch on to codependence and comfortability and all this other bullshit. But the spirit ain't having it no more. He says, we're ready. Let's go fucking create greatness. I got all these ideas flowing, everything. So I know it's just a matter of the resources showing up for me to take advantage of these creative ideas that I'm having to create these brands and this book and whatever else is on the table. Everything just keeps on flowing. But where I'm at right now, leap of faith. And sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it takes not knowing what's around that next corner, but going anyways. Just fucking trusting. Like, I am literally fucking pretty much jumping a ride with a buddy named Joey that I just happened to run into on Craigslist. He was headed to California. I linked up with him. And that's pretty much as far as I know. And he's going to Long Beach. I'll probably get dropped off somewhere, between Long Beach and LA. And then just wait for the signs. Because like I said, I don't have anybody out there. I don't have any place to go. So I'm literally taking a leap of faith, knowing deep in my heart there's something out there. There's somebody that's going to help me. I don't know. I fucking don't know. But something is pulling me out there. And I cannot not do it. I can't not do it. So many people are like, why don't you just fucking go back to the old Michael and just, get a job and work and, create that life. And I'm like, that's not me. It never was me. I've always been on my own, always adventure, And that's what I realized. Like, I need to step back into that fearlessness of when I was, 21, where I wouldn't even think twice of fucking walking up to a door, kicking it in and going in and ransacking the fuck out of it. I mean, that's pretty fearless, Not thinking of any consequences, just rolling. And I still have that aspect of me, but there's still a fearful side of me. And maybe that fearful side was always within me when I was a youngster, except I just was better at ignoring it. But either way, I'm taking this leap of faith. And I encourage you to find out what your leap of faith is. Because just know that your greatness is right outside your comfort zone, on the other side of your fear. And you will never acquire your greatness until you step out of it. And maybe you're okay where you're at. So many people are so miserably comfortable that they don't even fucking know that there's something better out there for them. So they never look, because they don't have the confidence. Well, I do. And I just want to fucking share with everyone that it is possible and we are supported. You know what I mean? So I'm going to fucking put a link down in the description. And if anybody wants to send me, I don't give a fuck if it's $1.11, you know, whatever you feel compelled. Just make it a synchronistic number if if you're so compelled to do so. But I was guided to make this video to just, put it out there that I could use the assistance. I'm not, like I said, I'm not fucking no beggar or anything, but I'm just putting it out there because, like I said, the universe is humbling the fuck out of me. Like, and I would you would think something, usually you would have some type of resources, but it's like, no, you're going without. And it's like, okay, what the fuck? But it is what it is. Like I said, I can't even bitch about it. Like, my last blessing was a fucking food stamp card that I had. And I was like, well, at least I'll eat, right? At least I'll eat. At least I'll have money to eat. And I fucking woke up this morning to check the card because it was the day that it turns over and the money gets put on the card. And it wasn't there. It was fucking zilch. There was nothing. So that was like my fucking crutch. So I had to go back down there and hopefully everything worked out. I don't know, like I said. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the universe will test you in every aspect. It's testing me. It's seeing if I'm going to fucking become fearful, if I'm just going to fucking run, if I'm just going to just coward and say, you know what? I don't have what it takes. I'm just going to play it safe. But fuck that. Because the worst thing that's going to happen is I'm going home, That's the worst, So I'm just on this soul-searching journey trying to find out my place in this fucking whole divine tapestry, this whole fucking cosmic fuckery. And I mean that in love. But find out what your vision is. This all started with a vision for me. Like, it wasn't even a vision. Honestly, it just started fucking me having some psychedelic mushrooms. And then all of a sudden I started seeing these fucking numbers everywhere. And I started following these numbers. And then my consciousness started changing. And I started thinking a different way. And I started seeing things that I didn't see. And I kept on following it. And it kept on leading me. And sometimes it seems like fucked up things happen. But we can't judge them right off the bat. Like, for example, when I left Chicago and I got in that car accident in Colorado, if I would have judged that right off the bat and I'm fucked, oh, what the fuck? Who would have knows where I would have been? But that never happened. Because when that car accident happened, it was almost like I had this comfort in me. Like, oh, well, okay, this changes a few things. And that's all it was. And I just, went with it. And there was little times where I the ego jumped in and what if this, what if that? And I was like, you know what, fuck that. We're going to work this shit out. And that's what it's all about. Just knowing, just having faith that it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. Regardless if you fucking sit in that cubicle for the next 60 years miserable as fuck, or you actually fucking create your vision and go fucking make a dream for yourself and create a fucking beautiful life. Either way, it's going to work out for you. But the question is, are you going to be happy with how it works out? That's the question, is your happiness, your state of being. That is the ultimate factor in this life, is how are you feeling when you're living your life? Are you miserable? Do you go into situations just assuming you know how they're going to go, so it fucking totally dilutes the experience that you could have had because you fucking said, oh, this is going to suck. And I already know it, and I don't even want to go. And you just killed the whole experience. Is that how you live your life? Because that's how I used to live my life. But now, I keep a mind state that I don't know shit. This could be the greatest experience I ever have. And I'll be damned if I'm just going to write it off as just saying it's going to be bullshit. Because then it will be bullshit. So just know, by your intentions, by your expectations, your perceptions, all that play a role in your happiness in life. And you will never find happiness until you fucking start creating it up here. And sometimes it feels like unauthentic in the beginning, and it will be. It will feel that way. And there's going to be a part of you fighting against you. No, you're not. You're not abundant. You're not supported. You're not loved. Every time you say that. But the more you fucking say it and the more heart you say it, and then the more synchronicities show up that you can confirm, like, well, why the fuck did I just see this? If after I said that, I see an 1111, well, that kind of confirms that I'm fucking supported. So ego, you're going to have to back off. And it's all about proving that fucking ego wrong. And then eventually you'll have this fucking switch in consciousness where you'll notice that that fucking voice in your head doesn't fight against you as much. Sometimes it becomes quite agreeable. Like, yeah, you are great. I see that now. And it just changes. But it doesn't change overnight. This is a process. And it's fucking relentless. It really is. It's not something that you do for a day and then come back 3 days later and do it again. No, it is repetitiveness in your fucking head. Oh, I had a thought that caused that fucking feeling. What was that thought? And what fucking belief do I have that caused that emotion? And start questioning these thoughts. And just know that if you have a thought and it creates a negative vibration, whether it's fear, uncertainty, whatever lowness that it brings, that's just telling you that that thought's out of alignment with who you are and what God's plan was for you. It's out of alignment. So every time you have a thought and there's a bad emotion, just know that that emotion was telling you that that thought was faulty. It was bogus, and it's out of alignment, and it's not true, and you could release it. See, a lot of us, we get these fearful thoughts, and then these emotions come with it, and it creates fear, and we're like, oh, it has to be true because it created that fear. I felt it. No, but that's just source running through you saying, what are you thinking? Let that go. That's out of alignment. And that's why you feel that way when you have that thought. It's because it's out of alignment with my plan. Just have faith. Just trust. But like I said, I mean, if you fucking been living a life where you haven't been supported your whole life, it's difficult. But that's just gonna make you fucking stronger, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just gonna make you stronger. That's it. You got it. It's fucking a blessing. Everything is perfect. Everything is in alignment. You just have to fucking find your happiness within that. And follow your fucking heart. Say, what do I want to do? Instead of saying, what do I want to do? Say, hey, soul, what is it we came here to do? You know? God, what is thy will? You know? So many people think like, quit tying, if you don't resonate with religion, like, that's fine. I don't as well. And I know that this flow of the universe has nothing to do with a fucking book. It has nothing to do with religion. It's nothing to do with it. So you could release that. Just release it. If you don't want it in your life, just say, okay, it doesn't serve me, and I can let it go. You don't got to spend any time hating on it. And then maybe I'll say a couple references that kind of make you remind you of religion, but just know, my beliefs, my words have no attachment to religion, and it's all love. And it's all love that somebody once spoke on this planet, but somebody had taken that man's words or whoever's words and put their own spin on them to cause control. To control the masses. But that's for another fucking story. I'm just here to love myself. And when I love myself, that shit radiates out and you feel that love. And that's what it's about. So many people want to go out and say, I want to change the world. And they do all this external shit out here. But they don't do anything to change themselves. And the world gets changed by one individual at a time. And only we could do that. And it is our responsibility to do that. We're not responsible for the things that we experienced in life, for the traumas, for the bad programming, for any of that. But when we become adults and we're aware that this shit is going on, it is our responsibility to let it go, to release it, and to heal it. So we could become our best version and share that with who needs it. Whoever needs it. Sun's out. Bam, son. But either way, please If you feel compelled to just donate to my journey, maybe you fucking follow along, because I'm going to be posting videos as much as possible and see what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go out there and be some type of fuckhead. I'm not labeling anything. Labels limit. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's going to be great. And I know you're going to be great. So just fucking just find out what it is. Start asking yourself questions. Why am I here? What did I come here to do? And then just pay attention to the situations that occur in your life, throughout your life, and the lessons that you've learned, and say, how could I apply that to creating a better world? The lessons and the wisdom that I obtained from my life experiences, how could I structure that in a way that I could share it with the world, and maybe someone else could fucking create something great from that, or become great from that wisdom. And that's what it's all about. So if you want to donate, you want to send me a blessing, even a kind word, leave a comment. Like I said, I'm headed to Cali, California dreaming. No more of this fucking 7 days of rain and 2 days of fucking whatever. I just need some type of fucking water, some sand, blue skies, 70-degree weather. Oh yeah, living a dream, you know? And you could be doing that too. Ask yourself, what's holding you back? What am I fearful about? Because look it, I have absolutely nothing. I got 16 cents in my account. 16 fucking cents. Fucking snap card that might not even turn on. But I fucking know, like, I need my last breath. I need my next breath. I know. That's how fucking sure I am I'm supported. And even though we have that certainty within our soul, that fucking ego, so we have to be one with that and just know that that's going to be going on in the background. Say, how could I fucking just be one with that going on and not attaching to it? Because it's fucking false. It's faulty as fuck. It is truly faulty. And unless you are fucking navigating it, and it's not just on co-pilot, 9 times out of 10 it's feeding you some bullshit. So why don't you direct your mind to a vision, to a purpose, and just tell yourself that you're fucking great. That's what fucking Muhammad Ali told himself every fucking day. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. And then he took the inspired action to become that greatness. Except it was inspired. He didn't feel like, he didn't have to, I'm sure he had his days where he had to push himself a little bit, but for the most part, that was in his heart. And once you connect to that heart, you're going to find your greatness. But first you got to connect. And only you could do that. No one can do it for you. But either way, I'll keep you posted. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. And I love you all tremendously. And I thank you in advance.